Now to the big story from the state of Karnataka. With the Enforcement Directorate digging deep into the alleged multi-crore Valmiki funds transfer scam, there are some startling details that have started to emerge now. Late last night, you had the former minister, B. Nagendra, who remember has been arrested now in the entire case. He also earlier resigned over these allegations of the alleged fraud. He was taken for interrogation by the ED officials. The arrest is coming just a few days after the ED raids in the former minister's residence in Bengaluru, in Ballari. This has intensified the political showdown. The Congress says that this is vendetta politics. They say we are being targeted. The attempt is to ensure that our government is destabilized. But the BJP instead is questioning India Bloc's silence on the entire issue. They say, what about the other parties? What about corruption? Why are all of you silent? And amidst all this political clamor, it is the stunning charges of the ED against the former Karnataka minister which has caught everyone's attention. Let's bring you details of what we know so far. In the remand note that Times Now has been able to access, you have the ED that is charging B. Nagendra of being directly responsible for the embezzlement. They say that he's the one who is the kingpin. They also say that he kept silent despite the knowledge about the entire scam. The remand note also says that the ED wants time to question the former minister on the illegal fund transfer, also confront him with certain documents. As per the latest update, he, remember, has been sent to ED custody till July the 18th. Now, another important update that will clearly give a lot more ammunition to the BJP, there are sources that suggest that one of the arrested accused, who's called Satyanarayan Verma, has allegedly purchased a second-hand Lamborghini car using this particular money, the embezzled money. Now, this supercar is reportedly auctioned by the IT department, and the accused then pays about 3.3 crores. So, as per sources, you have a Hyderabad-based individual who purchases this automobile first, then the accused Verma purchases the car for him. So, they say that there is a pattern of, money exchanging hands via this supercar. It seems like there is more trouble in the offing for the Karnataka Congress unit in the case, as you have the ED that is likely now to grill another Congress MLA. Who is this MLA? His images are on your screens. His name is Basangora Daddal. Now, you would recall his house was also raided during the initial searches that were conducted by the ED, and as per sources, his whereabouts are currently unknown. So, no one knows where he is. Has he gone underground? Is he expecting that he's going to be arrested? There's going to be action. The scam already has triggered severe tremors in the political circles, with both the Congress and the NDA now attacking each other, reacting to the arrest of Nagendra. The Karnataka Home Minister has said that the central agencies are being used as political pawns. This, remember, is an allegation we've heard again and again. First up, the string of reactions we have on the story.
ಏನು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇದೆಯೋ ತನಿಖೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಹಿತಿಗಳು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆಯೋ ಆ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ರಾಜಕೀಯವಾಗಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಬಾರ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋದಷ್ಟೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಇಡಿಗಳು, CBIಗಳು ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಕೇಂದ್ರದ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ಅದು ರಾಜಕೀಯದ ಅಸ್ತ್ರ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ. ನಾವು ಕೂಡ SIT ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ನಮ್ಮವರು ಕೂಡ ಅವರನ್ನು ನಾಗೇಂದ್ರ ಅವರನ್ನು ಕರೆದು, ದದ್ದಲ್ ಅವರನ್ನು, ನಾಗೇಂದ್ರ ಅವರನ್ನು ಕರೆದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗಳು ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
जो भी है ये IT, ED, CBI का ये सब तो केंद्र सरकार के कठपुतलियाँ हैं. तो जाहिर सी बात है कि वो तो करेंगे ही. और नागेंद्र जो है उनको सब इन्वेस्टिगेशन में कोऑपरेट भी कर रहे हैं. हेमंत सोरेन जी के केस में क्या हो, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने बोला है कि आपके पास कुछ एविडेंस नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं है, आप हरासमेंट कर रहे हो. ये भी वही है.
So the Congress, they're saying we have nothing to worry and there is a proper investigation already happening. What about the BJP? What about the NDA here? They, remember, are negating the attack. You also have the Union Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy, who's accusing the state government of just trying to cover up the entire issue. They say that they clearly do not want to talk about the issue. The BJP also is questioning the India Bloc's silence on the entire issue.
Sir, Mr. Nagendra, he had to resign from his ministry right now while, Mr. D.K. Shivkumar, Siddaramaiah has maintained that there is no involvement of their legislators. He's now been, arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. What do you make of this?
From 40 days, what this government taken action against those persons how is this inquiry is going on with SIT? Some Tom and Dick and Harry they were arresting by wasting the time. Ultimately, they were going to close this issue also. That is actually they are actually taken time.
This is the true anti-Dalit, anti-tribal face of the Congress party. First in Karnataka, 37% of SC/ST funds were siphoned off because they are doing khatakat loot. And the khatakat loot has now come to the level that 180 crore rupees, which was meant for Valmiki Tribal Development Corporation, has been usurped. It was being used for the election purposes. So that means the Congress was looting Dalits and tribals. And apart from that, we also know the shameful story that a Lamborghini was also bought from this bribe and corruption money.
All right, so BJP, they're taking pot shots at the Congress. They say that they do not want a thorough investigation into the entire case. Let's quickly introduce both our panelists. Dr. Nagendra Rangappa is a spokesperson of the BJP, and also good to have T.R. Prasad Gowda, who represents the Congress on the show. And Mr. Gowda, we'll begin by asking you, why are you stalling an investigation? How is it that you have, former sitting ministers who are named here? And as the BJP alleges, you do not want the truth to come out because they say ye baat upar tak jayegi. It possibly could be linked to your high command in Karnataka.
No, not at all. Once the allegation has come about this Valmiki, this thing, we have already ordered a probe against the entire department, and it was handed over to SIT. In between, there was no necessity of Enforcement Directorate immediately get inside, and we have been issuing notice to everybody, even the President Basanwada Gaddal also, and to the Minister also, and we have taken the resignation of Minister also, and till they should have waited till our SIT not yet finished our investigation. It is before interrogation is on. Before closing our SIT probe itself, and directly yesterday itself, ED has come into the picture, and they wanted to make it as a politicize the whole thing.
But Mr. Gowda, this is clearly also about politics. No, had you been on the other side, you would have also questioned the government in power. Now, I really want to begin with the premise that you accept that there is a scam. Mr. Rangappa, I'm just coming to you. But Mr. Gowda, you've considered that, yes, there has been a scam that is linked to people in the Congress party. Should that not worry you?
No.
Because you've been hitting out at the BJP for corruption, but here it is your own people who've been caught.
Madam, please listen to me. I never told it is a scam from my side.
But it is a scam, no, sir?
Of the scam.
What has the SIT said?
Allegation. It is not yet proved. That is when the allegation come, when the bank manager of Union Bank of India given complaint to the government, we have started our interrogation. We have started, not that we have just kept quiet.
Okay.
If we kept quiet, if our government kept quiet and not interrogating our officers, not interrogating our minister, or not interrogating the president, then getting Enforcement Directorate to the investigation may be the right thing.
Okay, so you have a problem with the Enforcement Directorate getting in when you have the state government investigating the case. Allow me a moment. Now, Dr. Nagendra, yes, I will come back to you. Dr. Nagendra, tell me something. I mean, the BJP has different yardsticks when it comes to corruption in their own backyard, is what the opposition is alleging here. Opposition as in the Congress, the large opposition in the country. But when it comes to the opposition, you go out of them. You use the Enforcement Directorate, CBI as agencies again and again to penalize the opposition. Are you being vindictive again, Dr. Nagendra?
Definitely not, ma'am. Give me 3 minutes of time so that I can explain some crux points in this violent corruption issue. First, On 26th of May, the account superintendent of Valmiki Abhiruddhi Nigama commits suicide and he writes a death note. The death note claims that 88.63 crores have been fraudulently transferred out of the Valmiki Nigama Corporation. Okay, number one, most important point. Number two, a shadow account is opened in MG Road of the Union Bank. Union Bank has got a branch in MG Road. The original account lies in Vasant Nagar. Then what happens? The Huzur Khane or the Treasury of Karnataka transfers 45 crores into this fraudulent account. Please know this, that any transaction above 5 crores has to be scrutinized by the Finance Ministry, the Finance Secretary, then only the money can be transferred to any account. Here, the Finance Ministry, led by Mr. Siddaramaiah, have not received a letter of concurrence. Letter of concurrence means they should accept, yes, there are two branches, different branches, and we can liaison with the two branches. They have not done that. Straight away from the Huzur Khana, the money has gone into the fraudulent account. So who is responsible for this negligence? Is it not negligence? 45 crores of money meant for poor tribal people have been transferred into an account, fraudulent account created by these people.
Okay.
And then out of these fraudulent account, you have transferred money to software companies, you have transferred money to wine stores, you have transferred money from where a Lamborghini car has been bought. So who is responsible?
Okay, so I think the basic point, Dr. Gowda, yes, the basic point, Mr. Gowda, that Dr. Narendra is raising is who's responsible. Now, clearly, they say that, all indications are there that this is a scam. But Mr. Gowda, how does this affect the entire perception of the Karnataka government? You have been facing a number of these issues, number of these scams. There is a land allotment scam also. Again, there are questions being raised on Siddaramaiah propriety. Even here, you have the BJP alleging that possibly there is, a big fish who was controlling the entire scam.
See, there is no scam at all in Mysore.
You're saying this is not a scam? Whatever Dr. Narendra has said are lies?
No. No, 1 second. Please listen to me. You are asking me a question. You should
No, but do you agree that there is a scam or not? Do you think that these are serious allegations, sir, that have to be proved?
See, madam, when there is an allegation, you should allow us to talk. You should allow us to clarify. If you don't allow us to clarify, and go on making the allegation, it will not help anybody.
Okay.
See, you asked me the question. Dr. Rangaya also made his allegations. Let me clarify. See, when there was a complaint, when there was a complaint from Union Bank of India manager to the government, we have immediately taken a step, and we have stepped against Valmiki Corporation.
Okay.
Who are involved in it, we have given the notice. The allegation. We have been doing the trial better than Enforcement Directorate.
That's the
My
problem.
question
No.
is here.
No, Mr. Gowda, how will you, how will a political party decide that this is our agency, it will do better work, you have a central agency, it will not do work?
I'm telling you, that is how central agency, before closing, see, if SIT, one second, sir, if SIT,
yes.
I am the person I have to clarify.
Yes, Dr.
You
Narendra,
made the
just give me
allegation,
30
you keep
seconds.
quiet.
Dr.
I will
Narendra,
answer,
please
then
give
you
me
make
just
it.
30 seconds. Let Mr. Gowda respond to this, then you can counter him. Yes.
Sir, madam, when you make the allegation, we have our state agency itself is doing it. If the state agency they not taken consequences properly, then entering of the central agency may be irrelevant. When it is under the process, state agency itself probing promptly, what was the necessary it is not a problem. I'm telling you, they are making misuse. They are central government making misuse of these agencies.
Why are they doing that, Mr. Gowda? Why are they doing that?
They are using CBI. They are using why? Very good question. Now you have a point. Very good question. See, they wanted to try to fish some misappropriations. They wanted to do all these sorts of things. But when we are doing promptly, allow us to do it, allow state government to do it. If you find any wrong in that, then you enter. Before concluding our investigation,
Mr. Gowda, it's an interesting premise. You know, I as a citizen of the country today am wondering that had this been a common citizen instead of, you know, these Congress people's place, we can't decide who's the agency that's going to be probing us, right? So if you have a state agency, if you have a central agency probing it, what should be the problem? But I'll just give the last 10 seconds to Dr. Narendra and then we'll close the conversation. Dr. Narendra, are you being vindictive? They are saying you could have waited for our probe. Why did the ED rush into this?
The Union Bank has gone to the CBI, not the BJP of Karnataka. They have.
But they are saying you are behind all this. You are pulling the strings.
The Union Bank has done that. The complaint is filed by the Union Bank of India.
Okay.
Not by Bharatiya Janata Party. Union Bank of India has filed the case to the CBI.
Okay.
When there is money laundering, who comes into act? It is the Enforcement Directorate.
All right, so the jury is out. Yes, Dr. Narendra and Mr. Gowda, the jury is out. If there is no corruption, should one be worried whether you have a state agency or a central agency looking into this? But yes, serious questions of propriety and corruption that go out. Gentlemen, thank you so much. We'll track that story and much more. Also time for us to quickly head into a breakdown.